Lions TV, Joe, good to have you back, mate. 3-2 at the Den today. Weren't the start we wanted.
It's good to be back, but wasn't the start we wanted, was it? It was really poor. It was nothing there. Even when we was 3-1 down, I said, we was all watching it. I said I can't see us scoring, even though we got the late one. I think you can scratch it off, really. We just weren't at the races at all, was we?
No, it's a weird one because obviously, supposedly the players were super duper fit and Derby's keeping fit for them weren't compulsory, but they were just by far and away the better side, weren't they?
Controlled possession for the majority of the game. Like every time it popped up, you see it said something like 65% possession to them, and that was the story of the game. They controlled the possession, kept the ball well, dictated play, and then when a team does that, it's hard to get near them. I think we had a little sort of 20-minute spell at the start of the first half where we sort of controlled possession, looked like we might make something happen, but other than that, I couldn't see it happening. A lot of the players there today looked non-existent, like just not at the races at all. We didn't have any sort of threat going forward whatsoever, other than if you're going to play the sort of long ball, utilise it. Obviously, it worked for the goal. Good cross in from Fergie into Matt Smith. Quality header, by the way. But I don't think we utilised Smith as you should. I don't think we set up right. I think, especially at half time, I was saying I'd just bring Bradshaw on. Derby, don't get me wrong, they looked weak at the back. And I think with that ball behind, it would have been a good game for Bradshaw to get into. And I think, obviously, we love Rowett and that, but I think the changes just come too late. And yeah, it was very poor today. We looked too deep. I think you said it. I've already seen some reaction, and we said it in the group chat. Woods and Malumbi looked too deep. They're too similar. I think we needed someone like maybe your Thompson in sort of the role Leonard played today. There was just no sort of urgency or threat going forward whatsoever. And
I don't think that I don't think Leonard played bad. In fact, I think Leonard played as good as Leonard could possibly ever play. But he's just he's got no place. And I think, again, I'm not digging him out individually because I thought he'd done well. But I think that's his absolute best. And I think if he played 46 games in a 10, 90 minutes in every 46 games, I don't think he scored one goal. I just think he's a bit of a nearly man. He's a bit of a nearly man. Obviously, we missed Thompson, injured. And obviously, the big miss for me was Mason Bennett. Brilliant against Forest, although it was a long time ago. Me and you were there that night. And he just got that power and that pace and the confidence to drive it back fours. And we haven't got that, have we? Other than
and that's exactly what we was missing today. Romeo started the game well, but then went missing again. And usually we're used to Jed doing that, picking up the ball and running at players. And he just weren't doing that today. No one really done it today. There was no one with the confidence to sort of pick up the ball and go, come on, I'm going to march forwards, take on a couple of players. And it just didn't happen. Like you said with Leonard, right, I'm not digging him out or anything. I think he done as good as he could have done. But I just think Thompson in that role would have offered a bit more. He's the sort of player, if he was fully fit, he'd pick up the ball there and go, or if you didn't have the ball, give me the ball, and he'd take it, and he wants to drive forward and make things happen. And even if we had Bennett there, just someone that would just pick up the ball with no fear and just drive at him. And I think that was the key number one element we was sort of missing today. But
so I'm laughing because I just what's popped into my head is that free kick, the Scalak. I don't know why, but I always seem to put massive hopes in Scalak. I'm like, come on, Yuri, this is it for you, Yuri. Come on. The free kick, I said to Emery, he's going to whip a lovely one in here. What was that? What was the short goal to the back stick? There's no one there.
That was the story of the game. I think Jed had a free kick as well at one point.
Awful.
Even though it was quite long out, I don't know if you remember his free kick in the second half. I went, oh, he's going to score this. And everyone was going, no, it's too far out. I went, well, it's similar to the one at Swansea away. And I went, yeah, it's going in, bang, straight into the wall. But I think that was the story of the game. Every sort of set piece we had, you're getting hopeful, and it was either too long, didn't beat the first man. Yeah, it's just...
We seemed very devoid of idea, didn't we? We just didn't seem to have any idea.
There was no creativity, no ideas going forward. We didn't look that confident today, but don't get me wrong, that Sibley for Derby, he was obviously got the hat trick. I think defence looked a bit shaky today. Usually we're singing their praise. Every time that Sibley picked up the ball in the box, well, first of all, we give him too much time and room in the box to get the ball in the first place. And he was just leaving our defenders for dead. Cooper and Hutch, they were just getting sold with a dummy every time. And that's how he scored most of our goals. But it's a very disappointing start considering we come off the last game against Forest. But
Derby now go above us, joint on points, but a better goal difference. It's on the Barnsley next week, but it's nice to have something to fucking moan about on a Saturday afternoon, mate, isn't
it? It seems like normal, even though we've been doing well, but we used to having something to moan about on a Saturday afternoon, didn't we? So it seems like we're back to normality in some sort of way, but it's a bit disappointing we've got to wait a week to the next one now. I was thinking like we'd have a nice midweek one, but
well, there's a lot to put right in that fucking next 7 days. Don't worry about that on that showing.
I don't think there's usually sometimes you can take positives out of games. I don't think there was any positives to take out today, but listen, there's a long way to go. Yeah, we've got 8 games left, so listen, we ain't far off. We just got to look into some of these other games today and hopefully get some results go our way and get a bit of luck with us. We'll see, eh?
Yeah, well done, mate. Thanks, Joe. Good to have you back, mate.